You walk back, marker in the air, you're out. But that doesn't mean you're done. Every step toward respawn is a reset, a chance to rethink, a chance to return stronger. You take a breath, wipe the sweat, check your gear. And when the marshal calls it, you're back in. Smarter, quieter, more aware. Because now you know what not to do. You've felt the sting of a mistake, and you're not about to repeat it. Respawning isn't defeat, it's rebirth. Every great player has been here, walked this same path, faced this same fire. What makes them great is what they do after the hit. And that's where you prove what kind of player you really are. There's a moment when you're cornered, pinned, outnumbered. It's loud, it's messy. Your plan's gone, your heart is racing. And this is the moment that matters. Do you freeze, or do you move? Do you panic, or do you lead? Because pressure doesn't just expose you, it defines you. Anyone can play when things are smooth. But when it's chaos, when every second feels like an hour, that's when you see who's built for it. Pressure creates clarity. It forces decisions. It teaches you to trust yourself when everything else is noise. And if you rise in that pressure, you don't just survive. You become a player others rely on, a voice in the storm, a calm in the fire. A good player sees enemies. A great player sees patterns. Every tree, every wall, every gap tells a story. Where they've been, where they're going, where they'll strike next. It's not about guessing, it's about watching. The sound of distant fire, the sudden quiet, the shift in wind. You start connecting the dots, reading the signs, and acting before anyone else does. Awareness is a weapon, and the best players, they never let their guard down. They don't chase the enemy, they trap them. Because when you can read the field like a map, you don't play the game, you control it. You get hit, raise your hand, call it loud, walk out. That's not weakness, that's respect. Out here, honor matters. Your word matters. This game is built on trust. No referees, no slow motion replays. Just players calling it real. And when you do, when you own your hit without excuses, that's power, that's character. Because anyone can talk big with a replica in hand. But it takes real strength to admit defeat and still hold your head high. Honor doesn't end the game. It defines how you play it. Silence teaches you, and so does sound. The crack of a shot, the crunch of gravel under boots, the breath you didn't mean to let out. Every noise matters. Out here, sound is both threat and tool. You learn to listen like your life depends on it, because it does. You stop talking unless it matters. You step softly. You breathe with purpose. And when it goes silent again, you know something is coming. Because in Airsoft, the quiet is never just quiet. It's the warning before contact, the calm before the storm, and when it hits, you'll know you were right. You can have the best gear, the fastest replica, the clearest optics, the toughest plate carrier, but if your mindset isn't right, none of it matters. Gear is just gear. Tools that reflect the user. And the best players, they make even the simplest loadout work, because they know it's not about what you wear or carry. It's how you move, how you think, how you act under pressure. Airsoft doesn't reward gear, it rewards grit. There's an art to how you move, Not just running, but flowing. Every step calculated, every shift in weight intentional. You don't crash through the field. You glide through it. You use cover like water uses rock, flowing around, over, through. Movement is more than speed. It's awareness. It's silence. It's the discipline to stop when your body wants to run. When you master movement, the field opens up. And suddenly, you're not just playing in the game. You're flowing with it. You think it ends when the match is over, but it doesn't. Airsoft follows you into your habits, into how you make decisions, into how you work under stress. You learn to think ahead, to stay calm, to trust people, to own your mistakes. And those lessons, they don't fade. Because the field doesn't just shape players, it shapes people. It turns panic into strategy, hesitation into instinct, strangers into teammates. And whether you realize it or not, it leaves something with you. You're out. Again. It stings. But you walk, you breathe, you reset, and you go back in. Not bitter, not broken, but focused. Airsoft rewards those who return with purpose, not anger. Every time you're eliminated, you get sharper. You see clearer. You come back stronger. The best players aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who rise every single time, more determined than before. Because the mindset of a comeback is the mindset of a warrior. This game, this community, it's more than BBs and camo. It's discipline, it's memory, it's trust. You learn fast and sometimes the hard way. But every match teaches, every mistake strengthens, every teammate counts. Airsoft isn't just something you play. It's something you carry with you, in the way you think, move, lead, and in the way you grow. So when the match ends and the field is quiet again, listen closely. That silence, it's not the end. It's the start of the next game, the next chance to be better, the next story to write.